வணக்கம். மானமும் அறிவும் மனிதர்க்கழகு. Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Daisy Jayaprakash, much pleased and excited to be here to celebrate 145th birthday of Tandai Periyar. It is hard to see such a courageous and selfless leader in history who fought for women's rights throughout his entire life. Tandai Periyar was not only a social activist, social reformer, a social engineer, and a human rights activist. Above all else, he is a human rights activist who had led the self-respect movement and founded Dravida Kazhagam, and he also started magazines such as Kudiyarasu, Vidudalai, Revolt, Revolution, and Pahuttarivu. He was revered by us Tandai Periyar. Tandai means father, because of the care he provided to the backward, downtrodden masses of the society and encouraged the women to be courageous, educated, and filled with self-respect. Periyar was born on the same day, 17 September 1879, and died on 1973 at the age of 94. Although he was born in a so-called higher caste and rich family, his heart was always for the socially backward class, who were severely oppressed and ill-treated by the higher caste people in the name of caste, religion, and gender. He had led the self-respect movement, which had the aim of achieving a society in which oppressed castes have equal rights and encouraging backward castes to have self-respect. Tandai Periyar founded Dravida Kazhagam, a social movement to fight social justices in the goal of eradicated ill treatment of the lower caste, untouchabilities, and instill self-respect. He fought against Sanatana Dharma principles and brought women's rights into effect. Sanatana Dharma teaches the gender inequality that must follow since one's birth. It requires that the young girls get married at the age of 8. If the husband dies, the woman has to die along with him in the fire. During his time, the young widows cannot remarry and lead normal lives. They have to shave their head, cover their head, wear white saris, and lock themselves inside the house for the rest of their life. Also, according to those Sanatana Dharma laws, young girls of certain caste and community had to be Devadasis from the age of 5. Those girls were sexually abused and exploited till the death in the name of serving in the temple. Periyar was against all such atrocities and gave voice for gender equality. Against the child marriage, he stated that it reflects the cruelty to which innocent girls were subjected by their well-meaning parents. Periyar asked if these parents can be considered civilized. Periyar fought against these injustices, encouraged women to study. He said they cannot be just a childbearing machine. Looking at today in Tamil Nadu, the gross enrollment rate is high at educational institutions. In particular, the GER of the girls is high. The women are positioned in many areas from tech jobs to the rocket science. That was Periyar's dream. Periyar claimed that the marriage principles involves the enslavement of women by their husbands and nothing else. He said the way most men treated their women was far worse than the way the upper class treated the lower class, the way in which the rich man treated the poor, and the way in which the master treated the slave. He said, if the women have to live at a par with men, they must have the liberty like men to have the kind of education they like, also unhampered to do any work suitable for their knowledge, ability, and taste. Periyar, who was against the slavery of women, in 1932 article of Kudiyarasu, he explained, women should develop physical strength like a men. They must exercise in and getting training in the use of weapon. They must acquire the ability to protect themselves when anyone tries to abuse them. They should get unnecessary training. Very necessary training to join the army when need arises and fight the enemies. With regards the property rights for women, Periyar stated that there was no difference between men and women. He went on to say that, like men, women should have right to own property and enjoy its benefits. Today, all classes of Varnas are enjoying the fruit of ideology and labor of him. When it comes to the divorce and separation, he advocated that woman can sleep separately from her husband if he is an undesirable person, if he has any virulent disease. When a woman has to live apart from her husband, in these circumstances, she entitled to maintenance allowance and to claim on husband's property. Even the widow gets remarried, she must be given the right to claim a share of the first husband's property. In 1929, at Self-Respect Conference, the following were among the many resolutions passed with regards of women's rights. Women should have given equal rights along with men for the family property. There should be no objection to employ women into any job for which they are qualified. Particularly in schools, they should try to employ only women teachers. Periyar was the instrumental in passing the laws for raising marriage age for women, abolishing the polygamy marriages, and women's right for inheritance. Till his last breath, Periyar worked tirelessly for social oppressed people and vulnerable women. Since 2021, the Indian state of Tamil Nadu has celebrating his birthday as Social Justice Day. On his birthday, once again, I would love to say thanks to Tandai Periyar on behalf of all the successful women of Tamil Nadu, India. Thank you so much.